Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Katie, I am the Introverted Reader. And yes, today I'm back in the cozy clothes because we are doing just a cozy little tag today. It is a rainy and miserable afternoon. But yeah, we are just doing a little tag today, and I'm just gonna fly through these quick. This is the beginning of the year book tag. I found this on DevC blog, but and I'll leave the link to it below. I can't find the original creator for this tag, so if anybody knows who actually did it, let me know, because all credit to them. So let's just fire on, shall we? How many books are you planning on reading in 2026? I plan on reading 100 books. I've set this goal for myself a few times before in the past. I haven't been able to hit it as of late, but yeah, I really want to try. I've read 4 books thus far this month, so I don't know how far ahead that makes me, but I'm making good progress. So yes, 100 books. Number 2, a book you're likely to reread this year. I'll just say one. I have a couple, but I really want to reread To Gaze Upon Wicked Gods by Molly X. Chong. The sequel for this is coming out this year, I believe. And I really want to reread this because I loved it the first time I read it. And I'm gonna tab and I'm gonna annotate, and it's gonna be a great time. So get back in there. Obviously there's like series and stuff I have to catch up on, but yeah. A priority read on your 2026 TBR. Do you know what? Again, finishing off series, that's a priority for me. Catching up on series, and just every book that I have on my TBR is a priority for me. I try and make them all a priority. For an author you won't be reading more books from this year. Honestly, I don't really keep up with the shenanigans of authors, to be honest with you. I really don't. But obviously excluding all of those named authors that done horrible things, like facing jail time, horrible things. I shan't be going near obviously any of them. But I can't really think of anybody, to be honest. But yeah, most of them that get named and shamed I've never read from anyway. So, Number 5, something new you want to read. I want to try reading more murder mystery. Maybe I'll try and attempt to read my first Agatha Christie this year. Maybe. Or any other murder mystery authors that you think that I would enjoy, because I remember reading The Housemaid by Nita Prose. Was that her name? And I did enjoy that. There was some parts of it I didn't really like, but I still enjoyed it. I enjoyed, solving the mystery. So might try my first Agatha Christie this year. Who knows? Or if there's any other murder mystery authors you want me to try out, leave them in the comments. Number 6, a popular book that you want to read. I have the audiobook for Frankenstein on my phone already. And because I loved the adaptation that came out last year, Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein. And I know, before you all start, I know that movie is not wholly accurate to the book. There's some stuff that's in there, maybe some that's been changed, some that's not. I get that. that's not what but I still want to read the original book because a lot of people really love it. So yes, I have the audiobook already. So I'm going to try and read that. A most anticipated 2026 release, Throne of Nightmares by Kerry Maniscalco. And obviously the sequel to Gaze Upon Wicked Gods as well. I can't remember the name of it. It's a long title. Why do titles have to be so long? But yeah, Throne of Nightmares by Kerry Maniscalco is the first one, because it's coming out next month. And I'm very excited. I love Kerry Maniscalco. You guys know that. A bookish goal for 2026. To keep on doing what I've been doing. Obviously I want to hit my 100 books goal. I want to be able to read 100 books this year, so fingers crossed I can make that happen. Read more diverse books, read more graphic novels. Just, there's an abundance of books out there, and I want to try my hand at, everything. So Um, a book. Hold on, that was number 8, right? Yeah. Number 9, a book that's been on your TBR you probably won't ever read. I don't like questions like this because why would you have a book on your TBR you've no intention of reading? Answer me that. Why? I don't know, maybe there's a definite answer to things like that, but like every book that I purchase, I have read. Like I have multiple copies of some books, but like I've read the book. I just spotted a special edition of it and I wanted it as well because I loved it so much. But like every book that I purchase, I have the intention of reading it. Do you know what I mean? Like I might DNF some books, but like that doesn't mean, I'll never read again. You know what I'm saying? So a series you want to read this year. Oh, there's a few series I need to catch up on. This Woven Kingdom series by Tahara Mafi. I think we're up to book 5 in that series, if I'm not mistaken. I think either 4 or 5. I think it's going to be a 6-book series, and I think we're up to either book 4 or 5. I have them on my shelf, and I started reading them. I need to reread books 1 and 2 so that I can carry on and get on with it. Yeah, there's that. There's a few. Daughter Smoke and Bone as well. I started my reread of that, so yeah. More rereading is happening this year. My auto-buy authors for 2026, obviously Molly X. Chang, Carrie Maniscalco. I think TJ Klune is coming out with a book this year. What I said, and obviously I've got here Danny Francis. Still don't know who Danny Francis is behind the scenes, but whatever. Sequel for this is coming out soon, and I will be automatically buying that. So, yeah. Number 12, a book to show adaptation you're excited about this year. Heartstopper. Obviously the final volume in the comics hasn't come out yet, but I don't know exactly when the movie is gonna come out because they're not doing it as a TV show for the final bit. They're doing it as in movie, and like they're done filming. Like the actors have all said bye to their characters. They've all moved on. But obviously it hasn't come out yet. But I'm very excited for when it does. Bridgerton. Coming the first half of the next season is coming out the end of this month, and I will be sat and I'll be watching. I'm so excited. Like finally we're getting Benedict's season. I'm so excited. A sequel you're anticipating. The sequel for this. Don't know what it's called, but the sequel for that. Sequel for The Silver Elite coming out this year as well. If I've missed any, I'm sure you'll let me know in the comments, but those are the first 2. Bookish things we're leaving in 2025. Bookish things that I would like to be left is, and I still can't believe that we're having this conversation in this year. We've left 2025 behind and we're now into 26. And I still can't believe that we're having this conversation, but that conversation is that audiobooks count as reading. Audiobooks count. And to say otherwise is not only ignorant, but also ableist. And if you disagree with that, you can just unsubscribe, because that is fully a hill that I'm going to live and die and be buried on. Okay? Can we leave that over there? Thank you very much. Anyway. Next question. What to expect from this account? Well, just more of this, really. Me sitting here, most likely in my pajamas, sitting yapping about books and yapping about K-pop and yapping about nerdy stuff. We're going to have more discussions about things that are floating around in my noggin. And yeah, I'm just going to keep on doing what I've been doing. And I hope you are all excited for it. I hope you're all looking forward. I would like to hit 1,000 subscribers. I said that out loud, but I would like to hit 1,000 subscribers. But anyway, that's probably not happening. How has my reading taste evolved from last year? I mean, it's still the same as it's always been for the last few years. I fully You know, I still love middle grade, but I feel like it's hit or miss for me, middle grade, because a lot of middle grades that I've read feel like they're too young for me. I mean, Scander, which I did a reread of, that's the exception, you know, and I wouldn't even count Percy Jackson as middle grade anymore. I mean, he's in the middle grade section, but where all the characters are now, I feel like he's delving into like I mean, they're all grown now, so but anyway, I'd say he's more teenage slash young adult now. Um, how has my reading taste evolved? I definitely feel, I never thought I would say this out loud, but I do still love YA. You know, it was the genre that got me into reading, but I feel like I'm verging into new adult slash adult, you know, like new adult where the main character is maybe like late teens, early 20s, you know, sort of in that age gap there, rather than a teenager still in high school. And like nothing wrong with reading, you know, a book from a character that's that age, but you know, it's just, I don't know. I hate saying that. Like, it pisses me off when I hear people be like, oh, I feel like I'm too mature for a young adult. And it's literally like, you're 22. But anyway, different conversation. Next question. Booktube creators who inspire you. Oh, wow. You know, Jesse on YouTube, they used to go by bow ties and books. They really inspire me. They use their platform not just to talk about books, but to talk about such important things. I love them. Gavin, over at Gavin Reads It All, just like his videos are so much fun. Like, he makes me laugh, he makes me smile. I feel all warm and cozy whenever he puts up a video because it's just him hanging out with adorable cats. And yeah, we love Uncle Gavin in this house. Katie Colson, again, another one that I really, really love. Like, she's so funny. She, you know, creating that whole readathon based off of the Hunger Games, the work she put into that, like, bravo. Yeah, definitely those three. There's definitely a whole ton more. But yeah, those three off the top of my head. Something you want to say to anyone wanting to start a bookish account, just do it. You know, like Stray Kids have been saying, do it. You know? Like, you don't need a fancy camera or anything. I'm literally sitting here filming this on my phone. Like, you don't need a fancy camera. You know, I'm sitting here next to a wiggly lamp. You know, you don't need any fancy equipment. Like, if you have a phone, just set up your phone and log on to YouTube and just do it. You know, whether it's here on YouTube, whether it's on Instagram or like a TikTok account, just like do it, you know? And don't be afraid to be yourself. Don't be afraid to be you. Don't be afraid to have an opinion. And, you know, just do it. Anyway, so thank you to DevCblog for providing all of the questions for this. Appreciate you. I'll leave a link down below to all the questions. Down below as well will be all my socials. So my Blue Sky, Instagram and Threads, and my TikTok. You can subscribe to this channel if you wish. If you're new here and you like what you see, you can subscribe if you want to the chaos and the madness. Yeah, and let me know in the comments any bookish creators that inspired you. You know, anyone that you've been watching over the years that you really appreciate and love. So let me know all that in the comments. And anyway, hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all staying warm, that you're staying hydrated. Let me just take a drink right now. Woo! Anyway, I'll see you at the weekend for another video. Bye.